My hair look crazy and shit. Oh shit! I forgot. I'm about to play motherfucking music. I'm about to play some flight balls on this beat. I ain't go. Don't talk. Don't talk.
The Bluetooth device is ready to pair.
I hate when it talks and shit.
The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
That sounds. It's a dude talking, man. I don't know. I don't know, man. I'll play some music. Give me a sec, y'all. What the fuck am I about to play? Shit. Dancer. The shot. Oh, yo, is it me? The quality look better. Money on the motherfucking time. Tony, I stay up on my motherfucking grind. Yeah, always on my motherfucking mind. Money on the motherfucking time. Tony, I stay up on my motherfucking grind. What it do? Who is you? Ice cream man, Master P. Booty. Use a what you gon' do? Shoot the you. Pull up flight bars going up, bitch. Thank God that I'm lifting up. Thought you was number one, but you just an honorable mention. Thinking you a superstar and you get all of the bitches. Fuck around with the flight bars and get all of them missing. I'ma hold it down for my niggas, yeah. I'ma hold it down for my bitches, yeah. My nigga, if we gotta do a bit, let me know. If you gonna hold it down for a centuries, yeah. Got some ex-hoes, I be missing, it's true. But I got so many honeys, call me Winnie the Pooh. I got Timberlands on like I'm Mr. Magoo. And I got a lot of spirit and my bitches do too, yeah. Thinking too hard, make my mind ache. Your girl go up and down like the crime rate. Sun, moon, and rising like the tri-state. That's a try, I'm a shot, you can't find shade. You know it's on my motherfucking mind. Money on the motherfucking time. Tony, I stay up on my motherfucking grind, yeah. You know it's on my motherfucking mind. Money on the motherfucking time. Tony, I stay up on my motherfucking grind. Shaky ass niggas, man. Shaky ass niggas, man. If I rob you, that's a quick flip. Just to make my pockets do a flip trick. Yeah, then I hit a nollie on the hoe. Then I hit a ollie on the hoe. Like, what's that motherfucking nigga? Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts, or probably in his hoe. I might take your bitch on a field trip to see if she can do a heel flip. I'm so electric, this some real shit. That's right. Everybody eats like the pilgrim. Alright, flight boss, bitch, this that air tough. No skateboard, still do the airwalk. Please don't tell Nigga Tyler. I live my life on the rail, I'm sponsored. If I done been through hell, just imagine it. I fucked up like I failed me a magic trick. You know what's on my mind. It ain't none of you bitches, none of you niggas. Flight boss, bitch, I'm about to fly something. Fuck a 360 deal, about to do a 9. You know what's on my motherfucking mind. Money on the motherfucking time. Tony, I stay up on my motherfucking grind, yeah. You know what's on my motherfucking mind. Money on the motherfucking time. Tony, I stay up on my motherfucking grind. Yeah, stay up on my grind. Nigga never shine. Always brush star. Give a fuck I'm far, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Shut this shit off now, man. Hey, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know what I'm saying? I had to do it. You know what I'm saying? But breaking down the numerology and gematria aspects and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I want to break that shit down so I know I got something out about numerology and gematria, because all my number videos I didn't really break down the numerology and gematria. And in my previous live, I broke down basically I was getting into the numerology shit, gematria shit, but I couldn't like I didn't want to go too far in it because I was talking about some other shit, but so I'm gonna break it down in this video and shit like that. But check it out, right? So basically, numerology is the art of subtraction. You know what I'm saying? Gematria is the art of addition. So anytime you add a gematria to something, that's addition. Numerology will be subtraction, right? So basically, so let's say so it's kind of like you can practice this in real life and shit like that. Like anytime like anytime you have something on your mind, right? So let's say you want to play the role of being in your thought, you know what I'm saying, being in your thought. And when you by default are in your thought, your by default connecting with the four energy, you know what I'm saying. So when you connect with the four energy by default, that will be gematria, because you gave value to that thought. So and then depending on how you what like how you correlate that thought. Like, let's say that a specific thought you had was like about some making, no pun intended, Tony Hawk making some money, you know what I'm saying? Just a fly balls making some money or some shit like that, or money on your mind, right? You have in your mind that you added value to that actual thought. So now that actual thought, you got like a money mindset. You got like a money mind. You know what I'm saying? So it can manifest into anything in your real life. Like you can play it out. Like let's say you know, so you can go and experience life and do what you gotta do. Like let's say you got a job or whatever, or you're you know what I'm saying, you just walking around the mall, whatever, or or going shopping, or you know what I'm saying, going to the bar or some shit like that, and you got that for money shit on your mind, right? It's kind of like it may not play out in money in a way, but it'll play out in you receiving something, because by default, when you put out a masculine, which is four, right, you're gonna have to receive, which is feminine, receive something that's feminine within you. And it starts off from the external first. So whatever you receive in external, it plays internal first. So that fourth thought that you added gematria to, because it was a thought, but the gematria you added to it was the money value. Now, however you're going on with your everyday life, you can be participating in, like, let's say you're at a bar, right? You can be participating in shit like that, and you can get like a free drink, you know what I'm saying? That's just an example. You can get a free drink. By default, you're in a receiving energy, so you should do the art of subtraction, which is numerology. So once you add numerology to that, what do you think connects to that four? Which it will be two, because that took duality, that took receiving. So by default, that thought would turn into you related that. And then it's even better because the person that gave you the free drink too, y'all already in the same space of duality. So y'all are in the same space of receiving. You know what I'm saying? So then you can actually now that you got two, you can go even further with that. Like you can add, you can keep on doing duplicating that 2 4. So now you get that 2 4 energy. So now what does 2 and 4 represent? 2 represents duality, 4 represents your thought. So you can, however you stamp, like, it's even better if you know how to stamp a specific thought, like a name for these things. So let's say you got 2 and you got 4. So that 2 would be the duality, and the 4 would be the thought. So it's kind of like however you stamp that actual name for that thought, you know what I'm saying, it will be 6, because that's 2 plus 4 equals 6. So it's what you, and then it turns into what you're paying attention to. So whatever it is that you pay attention to, you finally got something, like you got something you can produce. It'll be like you're producing something, right? So once you produce that actual energy product, whatever you want to call it, right? Now you got an actual thing that you can utilize in the spiritual realm. You know what I'm saying? So it's a 6 energy, so it's a 6 form, right? And that form, now you can, because six is what you pay attention to. So however, whatever you name that, not so think so it whatever. So all right, let me get this part first. So basically, you put out a thought, and then you gave value to that thought. That's gematria. That's 4. Then after you went out with your life and you you went on with the receiving energy. You know what I'm saying? Which is by default. However and you don't gotta just do it in life, but this is examples just for shit like this. So oh shit. So like you get that thought in your mind, right? You add value to that. So just this is the gematria, right? Then you're in the real life, right? You're at a bar, right? Someone gives you a free drink. That's the two energy. So now you got the actual energy going, the actual shit going on. So you can actually accumulate whatever you got going on, which will turn that four would turn into a two because now you're related. But if you take it to a broader perspective, now you got two and a four. So now you got the two and a four, and so. You're doing gematria numerology. Gematria numerology. It's like a thing. It's like an intertwined system, right? And once you get that four, once you got that four and a two, now it creates that six energy, and that six is what you pay attention to. So now you got something that you got another. It's kind of like creating like golems and shit like that, and characters and shit like that. But it's like so. You can just there's so many ways you can create like a golem for yourself, a character and shit like that. But I already got a video on my YouTube about that, so I ain't gonna go break down too much deep into that shit. But yeah, so once you got that six energy going, now you can keep on going. You got the six, you got you got what I'm saying, you got the actual energy advice you got going on for that energy, and now once you got that going on, now you got the energy of whatever now you got to have in your mind now. Okay, what does that six mean to me? All right, so I'm gonna make it mean this. Whatever I pay attention to, I'll add like my goals, my goals and talents and gifts and talents to that shit. So I know whatever I got, that's in my benefits. Whether it benefit me or not, it don't matter. I'm in the energy of I do it because I want to see if I can accumulate that energy in my real life or accumulate that energy for my goals and gifts and talents and shit like that, right? So that's six energy. So you already be in that space. It's like you're doing many forms of numerology gematria, but you're doing it within yourself first. So it's kind of, and this is the best example I can make for that, because this is something you should already know about. Some shit you should already know yourself. When you got that six energy, whatever you got paying attention to your little surroundings and shit like that, now you got the substance of, all right, it's like you give a one, to that. So I'm gonna relate. I'm gonna be an individual, because for you to even want to see what your surroundings means to you at that, and what the values and gifts and shit that it can correspond with your internal innerverse, shit like that. You've got to be an individual first. So once you're an individual, you're in the space of understanding the actual concept and totality of now knowing how to go on with your shit. You know what I'm saying? How to put out for the world, and put out for the if you know what I'm saying, put out for the world, and put out for you know what I'm saying, the substance, the gifts, the talents, and shit like that. So you're doing something, and it's gotta be consistent too. You can't just be half-assed with this. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna do it, you gotta be serious with this, because you know what I'm saying, spirituality is not something to be, you know what I'm saying, to joke around. You know what I'm saying? So when you're doing it, you gotta be serious with it, and you gotta understand yourself and your internals and all that shit, and things of that nature. Now, boom, check it out, right? Uh, with that all being said, now, right? You got something you can actually do. You know what I'm saying? Now you got something you can actually do. You're putting yourself to work, right? You're putting your mind to work. You know what I'm saying? Because your mind eats stars. You know what I'm saying? So the spirit creates certain mind forms and and personas and characters for reasons, right? So it's kind of like, but when you now you got that six for yourself, you got that, now that you accumulate all that energy for yourself, now you can harness that shit for yourself and use it for what you got going on. Now, for you to even harness that's a receiving. So that's numerology. And then now how did you receive that? You create that substance. You focus on your arena, your area, which is that three energy. Now you're focusing on your arena, your area, and shit like that. Now you're getting your shit accumulate. You're getting your shit, you know what I'm saying, straightforward. Get, you know what I'm saying, getting that shit together and shit like that. And once you got that little thing, once you got that little shit going on, now you got that six. And you got that three. So now that you got that six, because three and six and three is androgynous by default, because 3, 6, 9 and shit like that. I already explained that in my life. I'm gonna go deeper. So you got that six and you got that three. So then what the six and what does the three make? That makes 9, right? So now So for you to even get that 3, you had it took you receiving that, but you're receiving that from your surroundings. So this is if you're really deep if you're really deep into it, right? So now you know ways on how to actually like get like do this, right? Because for you to receive it, we know receiving is 2, 5, and which is receiving is 2, or 5 or 8. What I'm saying, that's like the feminine, right? But when you know when you know the actual what you started it off, you started the six energy for what like was to look around and shit like that. What's up, Mac Dad? What's up, Mama? What's up? But yeah, it took you the 6 energy like for it to like get that shit correlated and shit like that. So it's kind of like uh with that being said, now you got the actual product. So you're in the surroundings, you're in the area, and now you're in that 3. You know what I'm saying? So, but that 3 is your surroundings and shit like that. And now you getting that little shit correlated, and once that comes down and received down to your universe and shit like that, and your people, like, you know what I'm saying? That's not, now that makes the 9, because once you got that 6, and then you knew what you did was for your surroundings, was for your area, was for your shit like that. That makes your 9 and shit like that. So it's like now you it's like, and anytime you're in a 9 space, right? Remember this: you're in a wisdom, spiritual wisdom like space, like you're in the high space, because this you can't go any further than 9. 9 is the highest number you can get to in spiritually speaking, right? 9 is the highest number you can get to. So you getting higher than that is like too much. Like it's like it's not too much, but you getting higher than that, it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's like playing with the burn net. Which what's that saying? Fucking with the I appreciate that, Exo Glib. Yes, like compound. That shit, it's like that shit don't really be making sense. It's like too much. You know what I'm saying? It's like y'all figure, y'all know what I'm trying to say. So it's like once you get to that space, you're already in a space of just now understanding your like how I say this, your like your limits. But it's not really a limit, because there's no such thing as a limit in the spiritual realm. You know what I'm saying? The spiritual realm is endless. You know what I'm saying? But like as spirits, like once we're aware, we're automatically in the 7th, 8th, and 9th dimension, right? We're not in the 80th, 90th, 1000th, 40th. Nah, you know what I'm saying? Like we automatically in the 7th, 8th, and 9th dimension. So that's that's when we become aware, right? And then once we create a mind, that's dirty. You know what I'm saying? So we come down to the 4th, 5th, and 6th dimension by default, creating that mind, and the mind does its best to represent the spirit. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter. It don't matter how that what like how I say it, it don't matter what be going on in the actual external or in the internal. It started from the external, because the spirit is no thing, no shape, no form, and the spirit is creating these things. The spirit creates, like, the spirit knows what it's doing. The spirit does everything. The spirit does for reasons. You know what I'm saying? So when you know how to like separate that from existence, you know like why this. But yeah, but it's not really spiritual. I want to stick it to the numerology, gematria, and shit like that, But you know what I'm saying? When you get that shit correlated, now you got the actual concept of seeing the actual like pinpoint of seeing why you do the things you do. You know what I'm saying? But it's all like we like, you know what I'm saying? It's all for like the right reasons too. Like you can't get it fucked up. You can't be like, oh, all right. If I'm gonna be in these spaces of all right, I'm gonna be in the space of where I use the number 5, because we know 5 is how you seal energy, like, and that's how you create an emotion and charge and shit like that. And if you're really in that energy of it, like emotion, you can, like, if you know how to like be an actual a wise spirit and know how to connect that 5 points, shit like that, you'll know how to create a seal. You know what I'm saying? You can actually tear it too, or you can actually be in excitement. Like for example, it's kind of like having it's kind of like having an idea. So once you have an idea, automatically creates the feeling. You know what I'm saying? Then it creates the energy. Then you have a way on how you feel about that. And then once you create that 5, now you're in that feeling. So now you're in that atmosphere. You're in that, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like that in a way. So once you do that, you know what this shit is about, right? So you gotta know on how to you know what I'm saying? You gotta know how to like charge that. It's like, it's weird, but like, it's like we all do this by default, right? But we may not know we be doing this because we do this shit subconsciously. You know what I'm saying? Like the spirit be doing this shit like subconsciously and shit like that. And we all gotta be learn, like, and we all have our own lane. But when I say lane, don't get it fucked up. Like like we all in our, like when I say we all have space within space, so we all create certain, like, you know what I'm saying, certain spaces and certain vibes, and for reasons though, you know what I'm saying, like I can be in a space where I feel like, oh, you know what I'm saying, I could be in a space where I feel like I'm in a, what, how I say this, I'm in a I may be in an environment, but I may still feel alone and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I may be in a crowd full of amongst of a million people, but still feel alone. Like that's a real space. Like for you or me to even be in that space, that must, it means a lot. You know what I'm saying? It can mean that we don't we feel like, man, like these cats, like these motherfuckers just sheeps, or, oh nah, I'm not fucking with this energy here. You know, my pilot sense is tingling. I'm not really, you know what I'm saying, or shit like that. It's kind of like we all have ways, of, you know what I'm saying, how we do our little thing. But it's like that's not the point. The point is to like know how to like create your own like atmosphere. So when you create your own atmosphere, the only way it can reciprocate is to play out in the real world. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like we all in this together. You know what I'm saying? But like it'd be demons in this world though. So it's like even when you want to be in that space of being all in this together, it's like motherfuckers don't want to see it like that. You know what I'm saying? But like, but fuck all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I think I can go spiritual now. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to keep it at a certain. I was trying to keep it in a certain level, like, you know what I'm saying. But I was, you know, I mean, fuck all that shit. But yeah, now, motherfucker, you know what I'm saying. We can get deep, but like, but I want to, because I want to talk about, and the ask the not, it's not ask, but what you call it? What's that word I'm looking for? It's like a word. I can never figure out these fucking words. Aspect, I don't know. Fuck it. But it's like, so this thing's like when we because y'all know when you connect with your spiritual predecessors and shit like that and things like that, like see, I'm in a space. This is my space. I'm in a space where if I connect with my spiritual predecessors, these cats gotta know that I'm the wisest spirit though. Just because I'm in a human body don't mean shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm still no nigga. You know what I'm saying? You got your shit from me. Like I mean that's because I get my shit from God, and they get their shit from God too. But I got it in my mind, but I'm still the more powerful spirit. Just because I'm in a human body don't mean I'm not human. But just because I'm in this flunked out body, that don't mean shit. I just, you know what I'm saying. So it's kind of like sometimes, all right. So sometimes when I be in those little, no, like with my spiritual family and shit like that, like these cats, like, cause you know what I'm saying, cause you know God's, but I got God, my next door neighbor. So when I be communicating with these my spiritual predecessors and shit, cause they communicate with God. Like sometimes I be get I like flex air, like I swear on everything. Like they like it's weird, like, and it's like man, I be, and like how to say this, yeah, but like these cats, like we got like different shit lingo we be talking, and we don't even like to use certain words, and like and then like how I say this, and motherfucking like we all have access to this power, like not power. It's not even fuck that word power. That word ain't shit. We all have access to these abilities and shit like that. We can all get to spaces like that. Like that ain't shit. Like it's like we all, like how I say this. It's like if you know how to create the proper spaceship, which we all do know how to do that, because we have outer chakras like within, besides these ones, like this. I mean, everything's a chakra from even from your head to your my last video, I said first through the 12th house. Those are all chakras. All those chakras. But listen, right? You got chakras from different. Because this is your shit, right? But you have chakras from different spaces in the esoteric realm that you created like mad like eons ago, and then not even some that you, and then you got some that you're aware, like you know how to get back to just like instantly. Like I don't like, but y'all, if y'all, because y'all probably know what the fuck I'm talking about too, because y'all be, you know what I'm saying. But it's like I be like, because it's something sometimes, like there's something called like where you can like, because I said this before the last video too, but I want to make it more clear. Like when you take a certain mind, fuck a mind, but when you took a certain far out spaceship that you created, like that's closer to God, nothing, no thing,
you know how to go in your body, and what starting from your first to your second to whatever, all you want. But then you know how to, like, because shout out Dolo too, because you know what I'm saying, because he said this first, you know what I'm saying, he put me onto this, right? You can get your best every, like, the people that be constructing themselves, from the scientists to the entertainers to the politicians to the all that shit. You can get like the best, the wisest spirit that took those forms, right? And you can put them on some game, and like it's like weird. So when you be putting them onto some game, it's like they low-key knew it, because just because they know you, and because since you know God, since they knew you, you only try to be like God, you try to be as God. So you subconsciously do certain like facial expressions, and like gestures you be doing, that they'll catch on, that they'll use for themselves. But you being a wise spirit, you may not know, but subconsciously you be doing it, because you be hanging out with God a lot, so you be knowing on how it move. So like when you be doing your little shit, even when like God be talking shit, but he be talking shit for it be talking. Sorry, all right, fuck. Sorry. I ain't saying he. It be talking, because I hate saying that he shit, because that he shit, it was like God ain't a he, God ain't a she, God is just it. You know what I'm saying? God is all possibilities, no thing, nothing, no, that shit. But yeah, but yeah, but basically, when you what's my point? Goddamn, when you what about to say? Damn, what? Nah, I'm gonna remember this. Shit. So when you what about to say? When you yeah. So when you're already connecting with God and shit like that, you already know certain things he be. And then when he be talking shit and things like that, it be shit from like it don't. Sometimes it be towards you, because it sees so much more that you can do. But it mostly be towards this world. But when, like, sometimes, like, man, my ears be sweating, like, damn, I got it. But it's like, it's crazy, because then it's like, and I don't want, you know what I'm saying. So I don't want to be smacking my lips or nothing, but I just be like, I need to do it. And so I come bring some new shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what soul group subconscious. That's what soul group subconscious community. That's what we do. You know what I'm saying? We just bring some new shit, different shit that the world may not be ready for, but it's not about the world being ready. It's about you. You know what I'm saying? When you know how to initiate yourself in different aspects of life. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole point, because the whole point is to create your own vibe. But and to be in all spaces and ways of living. So you're in all ways of like existence and shit like that. So it's like that in a way. Real shit, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like that in a way. So it's like, motherfucking, we just gotta know how to get, do these. But anyway, I want to get to that. So when I be yeah, chopping it up with my people and shit like that, because shit like that, because I got mad. So when I be chopping up with these motherfuckers, it'd be like a thing where, like, they already get the how I said, they already get the 1 2. They already understand the shit, like, oh yeah, okay, I got it. You know what I'm saying? And like even if, like, even if what I'm saying is not making sense to them, because, like, it's like the word is created from the vibe. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing Flight Boss Dolo says a lot. The word is created from the vibe, right? It'd be a certain vibe that you be into. And if like, let's say you're like you're a demon, or a human, you're every day, and you don't know this what you be doing. And when you do be with your people, you either be possessing these motherfuckers, they making these motherfuckers go through like bad dreams and horror shit, or either when you be communicating with these cats, it'd be like how I say, yeah, they don't know God because you don't know God. So when they don't know God because you don't know God, then when they correlate their actions, they just do what they do. You know what I'm saying? And they say, nah, fuck, I don't even know why I followed that flunked out spirit anyway. And the reason why they followed you in the first place was because you were an angel at one point. Like, you were, because we're all God's children. God, you can see God in everybody, no matter to the poorest bum, to the laziest motherfucker. You see God in everyone. And when I say that, man, it's like the aspects of um you can see God play out in everyone. So let's say, like, you can be like going through a bad day and shit like that, and then you got one person, or you got like some people walking by or whatever, or just a little kid walking by or anything, just an example, right? And they do something that just for some reason they may have not said a word, they may have not did anything spectacular, but just the way they jumped off that curve from the sidewalk, man, it's inspired you with all types of knowledge and shit. Like, whoa, you just get all types of new wisdom, knowledge out of nowhere. You're like, damn, wait, why you like you scratching your head like, damn, why the fuck did I even feel like that? This like it's be weird. Like, so that's like a God's give you like a message, like letting you know that like like go for it. You know what I'm saying? Because God doesn't talk. You know what I'm saying? Like angels got to speak for God, because God hasn't. So God doesn't talk. You know what I'm saying? And so, so it's like when shit like that be happening, the only way you can experience and see God is to be access to all possibilities. And no, you ain't all possibilities, but no, you got a little piece of that within you. You know what I'm saying? So when you know that, now you know a little, like, you know what I'm saying, little shit you can get with your program. They can find your spiritual soul group down here, and in this your spiritual subconscious community down here, and then you feel, you know what I'm saying, and y'all start connecting, and we start doing other shit and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? And like it's like we all like, it's like motherfucker, we doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we do this shit every day. Like, y'all may not be aware of it like that, but like y'all may like y'all don't you know how much we be changing the minds of this world? Like, I hate to bring this shit up, but y'all remember back in 2020, that, you know, all that, you know, COVID, PS2, Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, DC comics. Yeah, we the reasons why motherfuckers, the news stopped talking about COVID and shit like that. We the reasons why all that shit stopped, because motherfucker, we the ones that didn't give a fuck about it. We the only ones that weren't giving a fuck about it. So the shadow government is gonna make it seem like, oh no, nah, the news stopped talking about it because we did something differently. Like we put out some energy out here that for some reason made everyone stop talking about it. But nah, that's not true. Like, these cats, nah, nigga, it motherfuckers stop talking about this. You know what I'm saying? It's because us. You know what I'm saying? Because us, nigga. That's why. You know what I'm saying? The soul group, subconscious community, the older parliament, all of us, that they stopped talking about all that because of us. So don't get it fucked up, nigga. We the people. You know what I'm saying? We are the people, nigga. So shit like that. But like, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna hold y'all. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if I'm shadow banned, bro. Because I be seeing some suspicious shit in my on my like. See, I'm on a laptop though, so I can't even be. But see, we all shadow banned to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? But like, no, but I wouldn't be surprised if I'm shadow banned. No bullshit, because I be my shit be doing weird shit, and I don't be talking about it too much. But I got a phone right here. So I'm gonna start, once I see some funny shit, I'm gonna start doing some shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna stop peeping game, playing game. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, fuck all that shit. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? It ain't even. It's just about life, y'all. It's just about experiencing life. It's just about going through life. It's just about doing all that little shit. You know what I'm saying? Fuck a peace treaty, nigga. You come take shit over. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I don't know about that peace shit. You know what I'm saying? All that peace in half and take my piece. And where's my frog? Where's my frog? All that shit. Nah, fuck all that shit, nigga. We come and take shit over, nigga. Y'all motherfuckers claim you had power, nigga. If you had power, then it's in you, not on you. Period. No, don't go and searching for shit. Don't go begging for crumbs. Don't go asking for liberation, respiration, all that shit, nigga. You are all that shit. You make that shit. You make that shit for others. Okay. Then you know what I'm saying? You make that charge. You make that shit. You know what I'm saying? You do that because when you do that, now you're in a space of like, you're in the same shoes as these cats. Like, you be seeing like how they be thinking, how they be feeling, and because they be thinking, oh, yo, they need us. No, these, like, they be, nah, fuck all that shit, nigga. We the motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? y'all gotta be in those energies, because then you'll start receiving the other shit that these cats be receiving too, because they're actually in those shoes. But when you're in the space like that, you actually be in a space of you receive the same things that they be receiving too. But like it don't be crumbs though. You know what I'm saying? What you be receiving won't be crumbs. Like it'll be the real shit. Like it'll be shit that it'll be leveling up your shit from each corner to like each how I said milestone, whatever, to each milestone, whatever. It'll just be you be leveling up. Like nigga, I be using this to record my music, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I still make music. I ain't bitching. I can easily go, but I mean, I prefer these because like I gotta use what I got. You know what I'm saying? I use what I got. Now I'm not gonna bitch and be like, oh man, see, I got these, so I'm not gonna record music. Just wait, y'all. Once I get proper headphones and shit like that, and once I get proper, nigga, I will show you my whole setup, nigga. I take my microphone on this corner. This ain't shit, nigga, cause I got the stand pole. I can't get that shit. I got the stand pole, but that shit won't come out. Nigga, I take my shit. Nigga, what the fuck? What now? Now I still make my music, bitch. You'll probably catch like this, cause I be trying to, and then I be like, and then like I be wearing these, so sometimes the microphone catches like it doesn't. I be thinking it won't catch like the chain noise and shit like that. It be catching. I'll be what the fuck? But like, but like the reason I don't re-record it is because for some reason that certain transit when I was recording that song, it sounded too good. I was like, nah, I can't do that. Like it hurts my spirit because I feel like I can't do the same do the same thing again. But then I get confirmation that I can. That's not the point. The point is just to go with the little you have, because that's how you create the charge. That's how you create that's how you receive the more benefits. You know what I'm saying? You don't ask, you just are these things, right? So it's like you gotta be what you lacked in your life. You know what I'm saying? And then also, like, with that being said, it's kind of like with the whole like how I say it, for the whole I'm trying to think of, I can't think of words for shit, man. I lost my point. Damn, nah, fuck all that shit. But yeah, you got, for example, you just gotta be what you lack. So it's like, motherfucker, hey man, listen, if I can't upgrade my equipment and all that, and then it wasn't meant to be. But as of now, I'm in a process where clearly shit's happening, so I'm gonna keep on doing it. And I don't even give a fuck if shit doesn't, nigga, then it don't happen. But for me, I'm doing it because I like to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, I got, you know what I'm saying? I just like doing shit like that. So, and we all gotta be in spaces like that. Like, let's say you do art, or let's say like you work on cars, and you don't got the proper equipments that the big time companies got. You know what I'm saying? The big time auto what's these? I don't know what they be called, but you know what I'm talking about, the auto shit and things like that. Let's say you don't got like the proper tools and shit like that. Whatever you got, you gotta make, like, God wants to see you make good of what you got first, because the powerful spirits work with little to nothing to what they gain, to what they access. So it's kind of like, if God can see you, that you can create something from that little, from something, and it's not even little, because for you to even be in a space of knowing you're greater than all these things, and none of these is shit, and none of this is nothing, then you come to the realization that the whole point is just to create something out of nothing. So you gotta make you gotta make something look like nothing. You know what I'm saying? You know, like shit like that. So it's kind of, and it can go vice versa both ways, because these words just point to energy signatures and energy forms and shit like that. But so once you know how to make something out of nothing, you're making the something you have look like nothing, because it's really nothing, because that something you have really wasn't shit until you being nothing made it something. And then that's how you get recognition for shit like that, because people see what you can. It ain't even what you can offer. It's just people see what you can emit by yourself. So it's like that's the hardest witchcraft, because that that goes along, like that's something we did spiritually, because for us to even be in these concepts of like of being knowing we the creators and not the creation in a spiritual realm, we were already in spaces where we were already, because this, the mind tries to be as the spirit, so the spirit is no thing, no shape, no form. So for us to be in certain spaces in the spiritual realm, there was times and moments and realms of realities where we may have been in a rich ass motherfucking family, right? And but we were probably the kid that like didn't give a fuck about that and would always like hang out with the poor, with the not poor, but the kids that don't got it like that. And then the kids that don't got it, the kids that don't got it like that, they'll see the rich kid as like, why don't you hang out with your why don't you chill with your family and shit, like why you hanging out with us, like we broke, we ain't shit and shit like that. And then the rich kid comes and talk about, nigga, I ain't shit too, nigga, so we all ain't shit, so what's so don't so are you saying that I'm the shit because I got a rich family? And that's not the point. The point is, nah, I'm just like you. We all like, what the fuck? I just because my family got money, just because my you know what I'm saying, these, you know what I'm saying, it don't mean shit. Because in my mind, I still see it as this. What I got, I see that shit, that ain't shit. But if I can work with that, and if I can create something out of nothing, because spiritually, you being a spirit, and you being a smart, wise spirit, you still look at that as nothing. Yes, great. I mean, yes, amazing. You're in a rich family, but you still see it as like, that's why a lot of rich celebrities kill themselves. They don't see. So this kind of little example I'm trying to push out. You being a little kid and being a rich family and seeing that family ain't shit, it ain't nothing. Who cares? It's kind of like you be in a space of like, I can still create my energy of what, like I'll make that family seem important. If y'all think that family's important, wait till I'm done doing. Wait till I'm done doing my one too, because I'm gonna make that family look way harder than whatever y'all looking at that family like that. And this, I know this is a crazy example, but because it's not all about rich and money and shit like that. Like the best thing to do when you die is to be born in a rich family. Like that's what you want to do, or you want to create your create your own community, family, soul groups, subconscious community. But it's like there's all types of worlds you can visit and live in. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying this is a bad thing. Like, don't take everything with a grain of salt. What I say, I say, these are just examples, so you can take this in your life, and then you can like sculpt and craft and because you're being a gilder, you can see how this represent, how that little form of what I gave you represents in your actual life. You know what I'm saying? So when you see how that represents in your actual life, now you have better ways on how to go upon your actual everyday life. And that's the whole point. You know what I'm saying? You want to it's you always you always want to be in the hands where you're doing something. You know what I'm saying? You can, even if you're not doing anything, like you can just be a motherfucker that watches movies all day. Be a motherfucker like that watches movies, that be the motherfucker that watches movies that goes on YouTube and then talks about the spiritual shit meaning about the movie, and then if the rest ain't shit, and then be like, oh, but after that, yeah, I'll give this movie like a 2 out of 10. It didn't get to the point. You know what I'm saying? It be something like just like DJ Academics. Shouts out DJ Academics, but you know, see, he's doing his own little thing. You know what I'm saying? He talks about celebrities, but like people don't watch the news no more. People be watching shit like DJ Academics. You know what I'm saying? Zola the Parliament, Bro Sanchez, even what's that what's that motherfucker's name? Whatever that Pan African motherfucker that he be talking and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Shit like people be watching shit like these cats. So no, they don't be giving a fuck about the news and shit like that. And Peace Dealer, you know what I'm saying? Peace Dealer, you know what I'm saying? No one really be watching the news and shit like that, because the news is like, it's outdated, and especially in times like this in 2023, like, and that's infinitely outdated. Like, ain't no one, even, like, nigga, I know people in my real life that were some news fanatics, just like wrestling fanatics. These cats were news fanatics, and now, man, I be like, when I be like, you know what I'm saying, hinting to certain shit, they don't even like, they're like, man, fuck the news. I'm like, oh shit, man, these cats dropped the ball. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's deep, man. It's deep. It's deep, man. Like, it's like Anybody in this world can come and take this shit over. Anybody, you can be anybody and take this whole world over just by simple you go on YouTube making a page and shit like that. This is by simple video, you know what I'm saying? It's by simple Instagram, you know what I'm saying? It's by simple well, I don't know about Facebook, you know what I'm saying? Hey, Facebook is kind of demonic. Just by and maybe TikTok, but just I don't know about Snapchat. You can't do shit on Snapchat. That's the other shit. But yeah, but you can come and change the shit by doing your little shit, doing your little 1-2, bringing in some new knowledge, bringing in some new wisdom, bringing in some new ways of thinking and feeling and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, and especially like if you feel like you don't like you may feel like you don't have a product to produce. You know, and y'all should watch my video on my YouTube I made last year called "Producing the Product." Yeah, because I kind of broke that down. But if y'all didn't see it, I can kind of break it down right here. Basically, the whole point of producing a product is to having something to offer in this world. So when you have something to offer, right, it don't matter what the external throws at you, as long as you have something that you're in creation mode, because you're mimicking something you did in the spirit realm, down in the 3D realm of reality, in the realm of death. So when you're doing your little 1-2 up there and shit like that, you can bring that shit down, right? And then make that little and make that birth, life, and death concept, but down here. So whatever you gave birth to, it's gonna have a life. So all life has an expiration date. Now the whole point is to once that form dies, how impactful was that form? It's kind of like once we die, how impactful was our mind? How impactful was our idea and shit like that? So it's kind of like you're bringing that many concept, that many process down here. So how, you know what I'm saying? So how broad was that little creation you brought down here? And then once you die, because once you die, that's why once you die, motherfuckers be like, oh yeah, I remember that motherfucker. Oh, I remember him. But it depends on how they feel. Like, oh yeah, that motherfucker was a shit. Or yeah, he made me change, or she made me change my mind. It's kind of like those are the energies that people. That's why when celebrities die, there's no one. You know what I'm saying? But shit, that's why they came up with a concept when no one gives a fuck until you're dead. But yeah, so it's kind of like that form. So when you're producing a product, you have something that you can offer into this world. So you're giving something out to the universe, and the universe needs something that you can create, because that's the only way the universe can pitter pat with your shit. You know what I'm saying? And then bounce it back off you. And if the universe bounces it back on you, you let that bitch know, man. Listen, I worked hard for this shit. You know what the fuck? You don't treat it like that, man. Listen. Bring it back. Take it back. You know, take that shit, and then you start, you know, you start communicating with her, and then she'll start. Oh yeah, I got it. And then she'll, you know what I'm saying, she'll fuck with it, because you know what I'm saying, you're using the divine masculine and the divine feminine, which called the divine feminine. You're receiving the divine masculine. You put it out. The divine feminine, you receive it, and then you try to center that actual little thing. So it's kind of like now the divine masculine, divine feminine is having sex with each other. So you it's like you try to center that actual energy form for yourself and see what it means to you. And then however you think and feel about that actual energy form, that receiving, that because you gotta be the divine feminine, are receiving shit. However you made you feel, it's either you release it or let it be with you. But the whole point is to know how to get to these states of thinking, get to these ways of thinking. Because when you get in these ways of thinking, now you're in broad ways and how you can correlate your little 1-2 and get your little, you know what I'm saying, shit like that. But yeah, you know what I'm saying, I ain't gonna hold you, man. I think that's it for this video. This video is about like numerology and gematria, but man, listen, man, you know what I'm saying, and shit like that. I might freestyle. Nah, I ain't gonna freestyle. I was thinking, because you know what I'm saying, because y'all know my music. Most of them I be freestyling and shit, but I ain't gonna. I be writing my shit though. But like somebody, like, what's that song? That star. What's that Star Pilot Part 2? I think I freestyled that. What else? There's a couple songs I freestyle. I don't remember, and it's some of my shit, my mixtape I freestyle, but I don't remember all of it because I was in creation mode. I was just doing shit.
Power on.
Fuck, I'm not about to freestyle. But hey, man, you know what I'm saying? We out in this motherfucker shit, and I hope y'all have a real, fantastic spiritual day, and man, just man, however that correlates with you, man, just you know what I'm saying. Just fuck with the vibes, bro, and be on your shit, man. I love and appreciate all y'all, and we out.